Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen. My name's Janice, I'm a Thermomix consultant. We are making the sticky date pudding for dessert tonight. It's Sunday night and we're having sticky date pudding. So I've just done a few other cooking things and I've pulled my Thermomix apart and I've washed it up. So I thought I would put it back together with you. Now this is one of the ways I do it. I hold the Thermomix blade like that and then I push it up into here until it comes out. Then get this and drop it on top. So it's just like you have this a bit off center and it slides around. Really easy way of doing it. The other way I do it is to put it on the bench. Let's go that way too. So I go that. Then I pop that on there and then turn the base around so that it's like, oh, can you see that? So that the it's undone like that, which opens up the grooves. The blade should then drop straight in and you can close it. Really easy, two really easy ways to get your Thermomix back together. Oh yeah, now when you've washed your Thermomix, you've got to make sure that these pins are really dry. We don't want to put them in wet. Right, so I've already started. Now I need 200 grams of dates and I've cut them in half because I haven't found any yet, but I keep getting dates that have still got the pit in them, even though they're pitted dates. So I've just been cutting them in half to make sure they haven't got any pits in it. So I've got it saved to my week. Sticky date pudding, and let's go. So we're going to preheat the oven to 180. I haven't done that yet, but I will do that. Lightly grease a straight-sided loaf tin. So I'm going to do mine in muffin pans, in individual muffins in a paper patty tray, patty pan thing, cake liner, because that way they're individual serves. You just drop it into your plate, pour the sauce over the top, and the rest can be popped in the freezer or frozen, or popped in the fridge or frozen. Rightio, so now we set it aside and we're going to place 200 grams of pitted dates. So I don't know how many this is. That's 122. So I'll just, I just want to make sure there's no seed in any of these dates. And I find that's the quickest way of doing it. I mean, they're not exactly in half. I just want to cut them so I can feel if there's any, if the seed's still in there. Perfect. Rightio. Now we're going to pop the lid on with the measuring cup and we'll give them a chop. 8 seconds speed. Okay, now we want 300 grams of water. Just got to wait for the arms to release. Tear that body out. Now it says to place the simmering basket instead of the measuring cup, and we're going to cook them for 5 minutes, 100 degrees, speed 1, and I'll be back. And this will give me an opportunity to clean up and get ready for the next step. It's So I've got the patty cases in the tray. I can't remember, I haven't done it in the thing. I have an idea it makes 24, but I've got another tray that I can fill up if that's the case. Rightio, so let's put that out the way. Okay, now we're going to pop the lid on and we'll give it a chop. 10 seconds speed forward. Okay, so now we'll scrape down the sides. Now this isn't heavy, but just as a tip, when your bowl is heavy, if you lift it from there, it's much easier than lifting it from there. You've got a lot more, it gives you a lot more power or strength, rightio. Now we're going to add 2 teaspoons of bicarbonate of soda. So what I've got here is a half tablespoon measure, which is 10 ml, which in Australia is 2 teaspoons. On, then give that a stir up too. Rightio. Now we're going to transfer this bowl and set aside, and then I think we wash up. Yes, we do. We're going to wash and dry the bowl. Righto. Oops, that's hot. And that's our date mixture there. Alright, I'll be back in a minute when the bowl's clean. Rightio. Clean and dry mixing bowl. Let's move that. Now we're going to make a mess. So we're going to add in, we're using raw sugar. Okay. I'm just looking at everything over there that's just out of reach. Okay. 170 grams of raw sugar. That's a bit more. Okay. Lid on. And we're going to give that a whiz up. Okay, now we need the butterfly whisk. And that's our, once the dust clears, that's our final, that's our milled icing, milled raw sugar. And then I've just, oh hang on, that didn't work. So you turn it round and hook it in behind. And then you, I mean, obviously I gave that too much of a wriggle, but that's locked in there. I mean, if you really pull it and wriggle it, it will come out. But okay, 60 grams of unsalted butter. I don't know where I put my knife I had. No, I'll grab the knife. I thought I was super organised, but obviously I was over-organised. Okay, 60 grams of unsalted butter, softened. This has been sitting out for a little bit. Okay, and now we're going to put the lid on, and we'll give that a waz for 10 seconds. Okay, now we're going to scrape down the sides with the spatula. Now it's only got the date mixture on it, and we're going to stir the date mixture in, so there'll be no biggie with adding a bit of dates in here. Okay, I'll put the lid back on. We're going to have a minute. Speed 4. So when you've got the butterfly whisking, you don't go over speed 4. Speed 4 is the maximum speed you have when you've got the butterfly whisk inserted. Okay, now it says to turn the speed selector to speed 4, so what I'll do is I'll take this off and I'll show you what that looks like. And then we'll put that back on. Okay, and then add eggs 2 at a time. And so we go back and it says, oh, hang on. Let's go back. I did that wrong. Next. Speed 4. And meanwhile, add the 2 eggs, 1 at a time. So they haven't given us a time on this. They've just said to do that until combined. Okay. Mixing until eggs are combined. So let's have a quick look and see what that looks like. Right again. Now we're going to remove the butterfly whisk. Put that there. Made a bit of a mess. A teaspoon of vanilla extract. One 70 grams of soft raising flour. Oops. Reserve date mixture. Okay. 5 seconds on speed 4. Okay, so we're going to scrape down the side of the bowl and then we'll give that another mix if necessary. And I think that's pretty good. Okay. So it says to pour the mixture into the prepared tin and bake for 50 minutes, 180 degrees until golden brown. So obviously we're not going to bake it for 50 minutes because we're doing the mini puddings. So it'll just be until they're cooked. So let's do this. So I started making this recipe here in the muffin pans. I'm on the RSL committee, on the local RSL committee, and we used to do twilight markets, and a friend of mine and I, we would make desserts, and one of the things we found sold really well were these sticky date puddings, and they like that, just in these, because it was easy. So, and I can't remember if this makes 24, I think it only makes 12, but I can't remember if it makes 24 or if I used to double the mixture, because I used to do them 24 at a time. Oh, that's 12, it'll make 12. Rightio. I'll be back once these come out of the oven. Rightio, so we're moving on to the sauce for the sticky date puddings. I'll just grab these. So these are still warm from the oven. And when I serve them, you can just tip them upside down and pull the paper and they'll fall out like a little, I don't want to do it right now because obviously it's a little while before we're having dessert. But we'll dig a fork into one of these and, or I'll cut one in half and we'll have a little taste once we've got the sauce made. So, these are, I love these. I mean, I say that about everything, but I love food, so. Okay, so next, so we've done that. So allow pudding to cool in tin for 10 minutes before transferring onto a serving plate. So we're not doing that because we're not serving it as a whole dessert. Now we're set aside and keep warm. Rightio, so clean and dry the mixing bowl, which I have done. Now we're going to place in 250 grams of cream. This is just thickened cream. Yep. It was 148 grams. Yep. So I love making the sticky date pudding in the Thermomix. I love cooking the dates. It's just so easy, and then the caramel sauce beats standing over a stove stirring. All right, 200 grams of brown sugar. close. Perfect. 130 grams of unsalted butter cut into pieces. I do make my own butter, but at the moment, cream is so expensive. It is really cheaper to just buy it. Okay, 129. Let's put that much in. A teaspoon of vanilla extract. Let's put another little dash in. Okay, then we're going to put the lid on. 5 minutes at 80 degrees, speed 4. I'll be back. So what I've done is I've actually put it on for, it says to prolong cooking time by 2 minutes if necessary until the desired consistency is achieved. So it's quite watery, so we want it just starting to thicken, so as it cools down it'll get to a nice sauce consistency. So that's what I'm doing right now. Okay. So that's with an extra 2 minutes. I am going to give it another 2 minutes. But I think that's good enough, and we'll give it a taste. So I don't want to serve one up right now because I'll have one for dessert later. I'm going to serve it with vanilla ice cream. So we'll just tip it out into a plate like that. So I'll chop one in half. So it's nice and sticky. Oops, where's the camera? There it is. Okay, now let's give this a little taste. And I'll dip some in the sauce. See if we can, oh, I thought we might lose it. Rightio. So you just keep giving it 2 minutes at a time until you get it to the desired consistency. Delicious. This really, really great recipe. I love this one. I recommend if you haven't tried it to give it a try. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Pop over to my channel and subscribe. And I really hope to see you next time.